So now we're going to talk about the law of attraction. So like I stated before, the law of attraction is a secondary law working very closely with the law of vibration. So when we are in that right vibration, then we become a magnet to attract what aligns to that same vibration. How I think about it is that we use our brains, we use our thoughts to create the picture of what it is that we want to manifest, meaning we think about what it is that we want. So let's just say you want to go on an incredible trip. You want to use your brain, use your imagination, use your mind to get as clear on it as possible. So what will you see when you're there on that trip? Maybe you'll see the beautiful sunset on the beach and you are there frolicking on the beach. And maybe you'll hear the sounds of the ocean waves crashing, and you'll hear people laughing and music playing and just having a beautiful time on the beach. And you'll feel the sand underneath your toes, and you'll feel your heart feeling full and light as you run on the beach and have so much fun with a sense of fulfillment there. And so use your brain and your imagination to think of that thing. And then when you move into the vibration, you're feeling the feelings of fun, of running on the beach, of having the best time ever. I believe that your heart becomes a magnet to magnetize in that thing that you want. So our brains produce electrical activity as a result of our neurons firing during synaptic transmission. And Maxwell's equations dictate that all electric currents produce a magnetic field. So technically speaking, our bodies do indeed radiate a magnetic field, and that is by definition attractive. While that logic rests in theory, the strength of our magnetism has yet to be tested as far as we know. Still, we can refer back to the law of vibration and look at what we do know about the ways in which frequencies interact attractively. When any pair or group of distinct objects, from the neurons in our brains to a school of fish to a planet and its moons, are together for long enough, their vibrations begin to attract one another, synchronize, and result in a single signal that we call resonance. The syncing phenomenon is referred to as a spontaneous self-reorganization, and it serves as a form of energetic communication between entities within our universe. So when two like entities in the universe vibrate, attract, and begin to resonate, it is specifically referred to as a sympathetic vibration. This law can encourage us to embody what we want to create more of in our lives, knowing that when we are attracting that frequency, it's happening because we're resonating at that frequency. So our identity, our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, how we carry ourselves, our behaviors, our environment, they all create the energy surrounding us, which attracts more of the like energy. So knowing how this all works, knowing how the law of vibration works, how the law of attraction works, and how we're all connected, it has supported me even more so in some of the choices that I choose to make in my life and in my company. And so I'd love to share these ways of working with you because I think that they'll support you as well. So first and foremost, I aim to not judge. Of course, I'm human, but as best as possible, I aim to not judge others because I know that when I'm sending that negative judgmental energy to someone else, that is coming right back to me. And there's that saying from Jesus that says, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." I know he said he, but I think that relates to all of us. If none of us are without sin, if none of us are not perfect, then who are we to judge others and make others feel horrible about not feeling perfect as well? I think that there's always room for constructive criticism. And in my life, I always aim to, if I am giving constructive criticism, to do that with grace, as I would love and appreciate for someone to give me that constructive criticism with grace and love as well, so that we can support each other and lead to a better life together. The next one is no gossip. So there's that saying that what is done in the darkness will come to light. And so we have a rule at Yes Supply. We would never say anything that we wouldn't want posted on the front page of the newspaper. And I think that this is so important to eliminate gossip, eliminate cattiness. I've worked in situations like that before, and it would make me dread going to work. I never knew who to trust because, people were gossiping and talking about each other and everything like that. And it just wasn't a great environment. And so this is a really important rule that we have at our company. And not gossiping has helped me and supported me in my own life. Being able to see each individual person as a person rather than taking beliefs on about someone just because of something that someone has said, not knowing what intentions that person might have. The next one is no jealousy. And again, as a human, this can be a tough one to work on. But what I've now realized is anyone that I've ever been jealous of or envious of, the reason why I feel that way isn't because they don't deserve to have it, and it isn't because I don't deserve to have it. The reason why I'm feeling it is because they might have something that I am very capable of creating or having or doing or being. And the more I align my energy to looking inwards at my own creativity, my own strength, and embodying and using those rather than focusing all my energy on someone else, the more able I am to actually create that for myself. So no jealousy is a big rule for me. And going back to jealousy, the next one is no comparison. There's no reason to compare yourself to others when you have so many great strengths about yourself. I remember talking to a client who was comparing herself, and what I reminded her of was she was comparing the part of her life that she had the most work to do to somebody's highlight of their life. And that's what we typically do. If we have some work to do on our fitness, we will compare ourselves to somebody who is extremely fit, not thinking like, that person might have other areas of their life that they might compare us to. Maybe that person is super fit, but they're struggling with their finances and you're really good with your finances. And so there's no point in comparing. It's just about understanding that each individual human has come to this planet with unique lessons to learn, and we're all working through them. And the more we give kindness and love to others, and again, remember that we're all connected, the more we understand that we can all work through them alongside and together. So again, if you're feeling any of these things, that's okay. That's totally normal. As you go through this training, you're going to have the tools to work through these things that are no longer serving you, plus so much more. The next universal law that I want to talk about with you is the law of inspiration.